What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Fence and Tea. My name is Carrie. Today we're at a weird angle because my tripod broke, but it's not going to stop us. We're going to keep going. I got something very different in the mail today, something I have zero experience with, know basically nothing about, but I'm going to jump right in anyways. And I'm going to make my own ink. Sort of. Basically, I'm going to mix my own ink. So, yes, Parker. So I picked up this, it's still in its packaging, and this is literally a brick. So it's super hard. It's a brick of Sumi ink, essentially, which to the very little that I understand about it is Japanese ink used for Japanese calligraphy. I know they use it with like Chinese characters as well, but I don't know if they call it something different or if it's made out of something slightly different. I'm gonna be real with you all and say I got this from Amazon, so it's probably not legitimate, but we're gonna give it a try anyways. And it also came with this, which is an inkwell. I don't know what it's made out of. I'm gonna say like some sort of charcoal probably. And it's got a little lid here. So the idea is that you put some water in here, you take the stick and you just sort of like rub it around a whole bunch until it forms your ink. And then apparently you just kind of play with the levels of water versus like how much of the brick you use to get the right consistency. And I'm probably gonna make a giant mess out of it. I'm not gonna wear this sweater when I try it out. And then because I don't have any like actual brushes or anything like that, and I didn't want to invest in proper like calligraphy brushes because like I said, I know nothing about this. This is just for fun, something to do and something unique. I just picked up very plain, you know, brushes, like just paint brushes kind of thing. So I'll try out a few of those, see what happens. If I really like it, then I can definitely step it up after that. But I thought, let's just try it out, you know? You never know if you like something new until you try it. And I thought that the idea of taking the time, you know, to sit down, you know, from the very, very minimal amount of research I've done, takes about probably 15 or so minutes, roughly, to make your own, probably longer for me since I've never done it before. So being able to take that time, sort of slow down, put your head in the right space, kind of like try and let go of everything that's bugging you. I like that idea. So I'm gonna stop the blabber and let's try making some ink. All right, so I got the bowl, just got some dust in it, the stick, and I got a cup of just a little bit of water. So again, don't know much. So I'm just gonna pour in a little and we'll go from there, see what happens. I'm most likely gonna have to speed all of this up. I can't even get it out of the plastic. When I first got these and opened them up, man, they stunk so bad. This still stinks a little bit, almost like mold. Yeah, it wasn't pleasant. This had the smell too, but it's gone mostly. Just this continues to have it. So, okay, let's just shut up and do it. All right, it's wet now. Just based on that dip, absolutely no color came out. But when I hit it against the thing, you can see some stuff here. So let's just time lapse this now. If anybody out there knows what this actually says, I'd be really interested to know. This is odorific. Was not expecting that. It's not like disgusting odor, but it's there. The water is definitely black. Let me get my paper out here and see. I'm just gonna use regular like Rhodia paper because again, I don't have like rice paper or, you know, anything that would probably be traditionally used. But let's just test this, shall we? Move some stuff out of the way. I'm just gonna use like a really small, short brush. See what happens. Kind of soak this up a little here. And let's, I don't know, see what happens. Nope, way too gray. Okay, let's continue. All right, it's been about another 60 seconds. So I'm just gonna test it out again. I still don't think really anything's happening, but let's, ooh, a lot of stuff is happening, okay. So here I was going kind of like really mild pressure because I didn't know what I was doing. And I realized that it wasn't doing much of anything. So then I went with this, where for 60 seconds, I was like really scraping it. Like I was pressing hard. So I'm gonna do another 60 seconds and let's see what happens now. Okay, so another 60 seconds in, and let's give it another test. So still getting darker, but we'll need some more time. Because it's supposed to be like jet black as far as I understand. This has been about probably 4 minutes so far of stirring into like very little water. The stick pretty much looks untouched almost, other than the fact that the corners are a little, you know, smaller. I will say for sure, if you do get something like this, do not in any circumstances put this in your fountain pen. If you do, I hold no responsibility because I don't know what, if anything, it would do. I don't recommend it at all to put that into your fountain pen. Yeah, let's just stir. I mean, it's still pretty much water consistency, but it's definitely getting darker. So I'm gonna stir for 2 minutes now and without stopping and see what happens. Okay, it's been exactly 2 more minutes. Brick still looks virtually untouched. We almost had an escapee, which is why I took my sweater off. And let's test this out now. All right, still not as black as I would like it to be, but I also don't know. I could have used way more water than you're supposed to. Like, I don't know these things, so I test them out so that you learn. It's definitely way more black than this. I mean, this was after only a couple minutes, and by a couple minutes, I mean probably like 1, maybe 2. This now is pushing probably 8 minutes. I'm just kind of guessing, but about that. I'm gonna give it 1 more minute and basically call it a day, because it's definitely thicker as far as the consistency goes. It's still pretty liquid, but considering that like this water droplet still holds its shape, it's definitely getting thicker. I mean, I suppose you could do this for like as long as you wanted to. There's really no right or wrong as far as like, I would imagine just like basic art supplies go. Like if you were just wanting to like watercolor with it. I know that if you want to do like the traditional Japanese calligraphy, then yeah, you're going to want this like jet black. And you can buy liquid Sumi ink. Like you don't have to sit here with the brick and do this, because I mean, this is definitely time consuming. I could see though, if you put like some peaceful music on, you know, you had a cup of tea or whatever, like this could definitely be relaxing, because it is sort of like entrancing a little bit. It's sort of like when you're stirring up like a cake or batter or whatever, like, you know, you're just folding it in. I would definitely recommend starting with very little water. I put way too much in. I think that was my big downfall, is that I used far too much water. I'm making more ink than you probably need to. And I would imagine like if you're going to be doing this, you know, kind of calligraphy all day, you would just buy the liquid ink. But I don't know, every once in a while it's nice to slow down. So many bubbles. My bubbles, my bubbles, my bubbles. Definitely starts to turn your hands a little black, and wow, does it ever dry it out. This is water soluble ink. So if you've got like super, super, super oily hands, you may have a problem with this. But I also could be talking out of my butt. Who knows? All right, I'm gonna test this out now. Oh yeah. Still a little waterier than I would like, but it's definitely much more saturated now. I have no idea what any Japanese things mean. I just know that that's like an archway type thing. Try and move some of this over a little bit. I'm sorry if I just offended anybody by doing that. I literally was just copying this. And I know that every stroke counts, and I am a terrible artist. So, all right. Well, I mean, it's definitely working. It's cool. I could see like a lot of people making really cool like art. I have no control over this brush whatsoever. I'm gonna try out one of the thicker ones. See what that would do. Take out this big honker. I have no idea if this is gonna stain any of these brushes. I imagine it would. Because I mean, it's definitely thick ink. It's kind of satisfying just loosening up the brush in the ink here. Really getting it all in there. Oh, that is so satisfying. Oh. All right, that is, oh my gosh, this big honker is so nice. Oh man, okay. That's basically the extent of my drawing skills. I'm thinking of taking like online tutorials or something to learn how to draw, because I feel like that could be a really peaceful thing to do. And I mean, I love watching people on Instagram do their like compilations, watching somebody like Peter Draws. His videos are so relaxing. One, because he just has like, I don't know, he has such like a nice, like, put you to sleep voice in the best way. I mean in the best way. It's just so relaxing and peaceful. And I love the art that he ends up coming out with. Whereas like, I don't even know what to do. Oh yeah. This is just really satisfying. I love the feel of the brush against the paper. Now again, I'm sure using like actual rice paper and the proper brushes and like, you know, you get a much better experience. Let me move my camera here a little bit. Get a much better experience. Ooh, that was a big drop. This is like the biggest architect grind ever. Oh, that was terrible. I don't know any calligraphy either, so. Oh. So I definitely think like if this brush, obviously there's a ton more ink on here than something here. So like this will show much more gray than this big honker. But I think, I don't know guys, I think I did it. I think I made ink. Definitely need to dip the smaller one more often to keep that jet black. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. So what do you guys think? Would this be something that you're interested in? Like I said, I'd like to take like online tutorials. I'm kind of flirting with the idea of maybe taking a look at Skillshare. I've been staying away from that so far just because everyone seems to be sponsored by it. And sometimes when other people are like sponsored by it and tell me what to do, I don't like to. But I know they give you 2 months free. I am not sponsored by it, by the way. I've never been sponsored by anything before. So don't take that like I'm telling you to do it. But I don't know. I want to see if I could maybe get better, or at least like enough where I could do like these kind of videos and like actually make them look satisfying. Because I'm enjoying this a lot, actually. It's really peaceful. I quite like it. I have no idea how this is going to clean up. So maybe I'll toss in a thing at the very end. But this has been a nice experience. I mean, the camera has been rolling now for 30 minutes, not including the intro. So it's definitely a little time consuming, but I like it. You just sort of sit down and do what you want to do. So yeah, I like that a lot. I'm just going to dump this ink out. I'm going to set the stone here aside to just dry. I mean, it still looks like I've barely used anything. So it would definitely last a very long time. I'm just going to set it aside to dry. If anything crazy happens, then you will see another clip. Oops. If not, then guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hit that like button if you liked it. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more every Monday and Friday. Leave a comment down below. Have you ever used Skillshare? Have you ever used this kind of ink before? Let me know. And guys, as always, I appreciate you watching and hanging out with me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.